What's going on, folks? Been a while since I posted a cooking video, but here I am in a newer kitchen, as you can see, and I'm just excited about it. Just way better setup for this kind of stuff. But anyways, I wanted to show you what we're going to make today. It's called Armadillo Eggs. It's more familiar with the Texas area barbecue scene. This is something you can put together for a little tailgater, finger food, if you will. We're going to make these armadillo eggs, and what they basically are, they are jalapeno poppers, essentially stuffed jalapenos with cheese and cream cheese, like a cheddar, Colby Jack mix, whatever kind of cheese you want, mixed with cream cheese, stuffed in a jalapeno pepper, then wrapped inside of sausage, pan sausage, and then wrapped in bacon. Thrown on the smoker, cooks for about 2 hours or so, until you get about 165 degrees, and then you take them off and then they're ready to consume. So anyways, I'll show you what we're going to use for this. So here we go. We got about a pound, it is a pound, not about. Got a pound of sausage. We got 8 ounces of some Colby and Monterey cheese here. I'm actually going to only use about half of this. And cream cheese. We're going to use about half this bar. This is an 8-ounce bar. We're going to use 4 ounces of it. And we got some bacon, of course. Can't do without the bacon. Good old jalapeno peppers. Get some big ones because you're going to want to stuff them. And then we got, for a rub, Right Barbecue Rub, all-purpose blend. This is a great Swedish rub. More on the sweet, less savory, but sweeter rub. It's kind of well balanced, but I really like using it on a lot of things, pork and chicken especially. But yeah, we're going to use this. We're going to use an ounce mixed in the cheeses, or about a tablespoon actually mixed in the cheeses, and a tablespoon to coat the armadillo eggs once we're done. So let's get started on the prep, shall we? Let's make the cheese, prep the peppers, and then we can get this all put together. Okay, got a bowl here. We're going to go ahead and toss in half our cheese here. About 4 ounces. So it's just, we'll use about half the pack. Okay. About 4 ounces of cheese. Colby and Monterey Jack, you can use whatever cheese you want on the shredded cheese blends. I chose Colby and Monterey. Cream cheese. Let's use half this packet. So we're going to do 4 ounces. So we're just going to open it up. One tablespoon of right all-purpose rub. You can use any sweet rub you want. I'm just using the right rub because I have it readily available. I always have a bunch of this stuff in the house. Just mix it in like so. We're just going to kind of mix this all together real good. And there we go. Pretty well mixed cheese blend. So, let's prep the jalapenos. For the jalapenos, I've got this little handy tool here. It's for cleaning out the jalapenos. You can use a spoon if you don't have one of these. Just got to be careful with the spoon, not to split your jalapenos too much. But yeah, we'll go ahead and show you how I use this. We're going to cut the end of the jalapeno off. Just like so. You'll see you got all kinds of stuff in there. You take this tool and just get down in there. And kind of core around. You'll see it pulls all the stuff out. And ta-da! Now if you want to get the remaining seeds and stuff, you can kind of core this a little more and more. But yeah, that's all it does. So that's one jalapeno. Let's go ahead and do the rest. Okay, this part's going to get a little messy. I did have a couple of jalapenos split on me, but no problem. Don't worry about it too much if they did on you as well. I had 4 that didn't split, I had 2 that did. Like I said, not a big deal. Let's get the stuff in these bad boys. You're gonna have to use your finger a little bit too here. Just kind of as much of it in there. Take your finger, stuff it down in there real good. Get as much of it in there as you can. Stuff it till it's all the way to the end. Till you can't stuff any more in there. You can take a spoon and just scrape off the excess. That one's done. So let's do the rest of them. All right, we got our sausage. Just from my local H-E-B grocer. Go ahead and cut open the sausage here. Okay. Get out of its packaging. I'm just going to take a little ball of it, kind of flatten it out a little bit. I'm going to make it fairly flat. And take your jalapeno, put it right in the middle, kind of roll it up inside the sausage. These are big jalapenos, so take a good bit of sausage to cover this one. You kind of want to shape it. Looks like a little more sausage on this one. You say to roll it a little bit to a shape like an egg. Okay. And that's one. And do the next one. Okay, we have our 6 eggs. I actually borrowed some sausage from the first one I made because I put too much sausage on it and was able to make all 6 pretty easy. So now we got that leftover rub, that other tablespoon of rub. We're just gonna kind of sprinkle it all over. Just coat each one real good. Keep one hand dry so you can do this and use the other hand to turn the eggs. This is a greasy endeavor. So just beware. Coat them real good in that rub, man. Give all that flavor you can. And after we do this, we're gonna wrap these in bacon. Alright, let's get some bacon wrapping going here. We're going to do 2 strips per egg. Maybe 1 strip, we'll see how much 1 strip covers. Take the first egg, kind of wrap the bacon around. I do have toothpicks to hold this together if I need to. Yeah, I think I might just do 1 strip per egg. Recipe says 2. I think we're going to do 1. So let's do that. Looks like plenty of bacon on there. I'm going to take a toothpick, poke through, and hold our egg together, just like so. Do the next one. Okay, they're all bacon wrapped, and so it's time to head out to the smoker and get that set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the fridge and let them set up for a little bit while the smoker gets up to temp, and then we'll put them on. Alright guys, we got those armadillo eggs put together. They're sitting inside, resting up in the fridge. They'll firm up some with the cooler temp. Get the fat to kind of settle up a little more and harden so those eggs are more solid before I put them on here, because they were starting to get a little melty as I was putting them together. So my advice to you, maybe you don't need to because you're not prepping on a camera, but take the meat out right before you need to use it, and then put your eggs together, because it was starting to get a little gloopy, and that's from the warm temp of the house and my hands, because I had the meat sitting out a little bit before I got started on this video. So anyways, let's get the AKORN prepped and get these eggs on. Okay, first things first, let's get the grates and smoking stone out of place here so I can show you how we have this set up, because I already kind of set this up ahead of time here. So I just want to show you what we're dealing with. And we got to start the fire anyways. I'm just going to take these grates off. Take the smoking stone off. So what we got in here is I've got some base lump coal. It is some cowboy charcoal. I think it's oak base coal, and it's lump coal. Use lump coal, it burns slower from what I've experienced compared to briquettes. This is pecan wood chunks. I've got 2 pecan wood chunks and 1 hickory chunk. Good combination of flavor for pork for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a starter in here, and we're going to start the fire in 3 spots to help kind of get this kicked off. So I'm going to break this tumbleweed starter into pieces and get it going. So here we go. I'm going to pull some of these strands out like so. I'm just going to put some here. Some over here. And over here. We're going to light this up in 3 spots. I'm going to get some coals in place. Place a few coals over top. Move my wood more to the center, or in between, more or less. Alright, you already got a lot of smoke coming up. But that's what we want. So what I'm going to do is I got the bottom vent wide open on the AKORN here. I got the bottom vent wide open on the AKORN here. And I'm also going to do the same with the top. Open the top all the way. That's a good flow going through there. And I'm gonna go get my temp probe and put it in here so we can monitor this once we get closer to temp. We've got a fire going, and let's let those coals just get kind of caught on. Alright, let's open her up real quick. Let's get our smoking stone in place. Alright, smoking stone's in place. Let's put our grates down. Alright, grates are in place. I love these half moon grates. They're great. You can take one off if you want and have a little setup on one side, and I've been really happy with them. So, got my little handy Inkbird wireless thermometer here. Has worked fantastic. And it's rechargeable, which I love. It's the, anybody who's interested, it's the, this is cool too. It's got a little magnetic back. You can do it this way to hang, or you can turn it over and it stands by itself. It's pretty cool. It's let's see if we can get a focus on here. Here we go. It's the IRF4S. Great model. Inkbird sent this to me a while back, and I've been playing with it, and it's great, man. And this reads out the temperature always, and then it has a receiver that comes with it, so you don't have to tie up your phone with an app, which I actually like, that I'm not tying up my phone with an app. And it just sits over here next to your grill. And then it's got a little grate holder. I'm just going to put this right towards the back here. Just like so. And we will be smoking these armadillo eggs at 250 degrees today. So, here we go. We will see you guys here in a little bit once we are at smoking temp. Alright guys, we're at the 250 mark. Close to anyways, we're at 246. It was at 250. It's kind of fluctuating a little bit. But this is actually the receiver that came with my Inkbird, and I usually just kind of set this on the table side or whatever and watch my temp from the comfort of inside. So let's go ahead and get the armadillo eggs on. Here we are. Armadillo eggs going on the grill. Let's do it. They've set up nicely too. We'll take each one, just set it long ways across the grates. Thermometer going off because, well, I've got the grill open. Got a nice roaring fire under there. Close her off. Fire should settle down as the oxygen's cut off some. So we'll see you soon. So while these are cooking behind me, I just want to say, it feels good to actually do a video cooking something again. Hope to do some more here soon. But what we're going to do with these is that we're going to try to keep it around 250 degrees and I'll smoke for about 2 hours. I'll put a probe in them. After about an hour, I'll put a probe in like the biggest one and see where we're at on temp. And then what I'm going to do at the end to kind of help crisp the bacon up, hopefully crisp it up, So I'm gonna fire it up to about 400 degrees and hope that really just kind of singes that bacon and crisps it up at least enough that it's not too rubbery. Usually when you wrap anything with bacon, it can end up being rubbery. So I'm hoping I don't have that problem today. I might, but I am going to try and crisp it up at about 400 degrees or so. So anyways, just wanted to update you on that, and we'll check on these here in an hour when I put a probe in. Alright guys, these have been smoking for about 40 minutes. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. Oh yeah, they're looking good. I do have some cheese kind of leaking out of them, so I don't know if I'm going to lose all my cheese in them or not, but I'm going to go ahead and stick a probe in this back big boy here. Like too far in. Okay, go ahead and put a probe in. As you can see, we're reading, as we get this thing to focus. Right now we're reading 142, so we got a little while to go. I'd say probably another half hour or so. We want it to be at least 165 before we really crank the heat up on this grill. But so far so good. The range is, it's been staying right about 255 degrees, which is fine. Not a big deal. So we will continue to monitor our temp, and once we hit 165 we will go ahead and crank her up to 400. Alright guys, so we are sitting around 160 degrees on these armadillo eggs. You still see I got some cheese oozing out, so I hope I don't lose all my cheese. We'll see when we actually taste these. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank this up to 400 degrees, and you see the bacon's actually kind of crisping up. So I figure by the time this gets up to about 400 degrees, which I'm just going to open the vents wide open, just let this sucker get real hot. And by the time the bacon crisps up some, we will hit target temp of 165 degrees on our sausage, and then we will give these bad boys a try. So I'm going to let this get real hot, crisp up that bacon, and then we are going to taste these. So I'll see you guys inside once these are done. Alright guys, so here we have it. Armadillo eggs, and we did have some cheese oozing out of them. I don't think I lost all the cheese, but I did lose some. So we're going to pick one and try it out here. So let's get the camera up on me and try one of these. Okay, so let's try one of these and see how it turned out. I'm going to pick this little guy here. A little hot to touch still. Cheers. Doesn't need a napkin for this. In fact, I'm going to hold it in the napkin. Yeah. I mean, you can see that. Lots of cheese in there still. Nice and hot. Look at that steam. Man, that's pretty good. And the pepper's still got a crunch to it, which I like. I don't like mushy peppers. But yeah, that's pretty good, man. And this batch of jalapenos isn't terribly spicy like sometimes I get, but this is really, really good. Let me get closer to the camera. Not all was lost with my cheese or anything. Looks pretty good. Nice and cheesy and melty. So anyways, still eating on this thing. Really, really flavorful, really good. Very cheesy, that cream cheese especially. So this didn't even take 2 hours to cook. I want to say it took just over an hour to cook this. And that was on my Kamado. I don't know about an offset smoker or any other kind of cooker, but on a ceramic grill, this cooked really quick. And it has a good smoke flavor and it's not overpowering. It's just enough to let you know it came off the grill for sure. But the smoke is there and present and tastes really good. Really, really good, guys. So anyways, give these a shot on your grill. Let me know what you think of it in the comments if you do it. But cheers, and we'll see you soon. Yeah, it's really good.